Earlier this morning, and now we're pretty much in the clear with that one. We are expecting a warm afternoon with maybe a reformation, as I said, of some spotty showers and storms, but not that big, strong line that was approaching us earlier this morning. And then luckily it did kind of break up once it did arrive. A few more rounds of rain coming tomorrow, Thursday, and probably some scattered rain on Friday too, before we get a cold front bringing us that dry and pleasant weekend forecast. Not a giant difference, but I do think it's going to be fairly nice feeling for the final day of May and the start of June, Saturday and Sunday. So our showers and storms have all pretty much passed outside of our area, even around the Biloxi Marsh areas, with this final thunderstorm that's moving out into the Mississippi Sound. So rain totals not super high today, a few hundredths of an inch. In fact, Baton Rouge got close to an inch and Macomb, Mississippi about a third of an inch. But for a lot of us, it was just that broken line of the showers and storms moving through during the morning. And now we're looking partly cloudy to mostly cloudy. Our dew point nice and high, super muggy out there. So air temperature at 89, it's already bounced that high, and our feels like temperature at 98, factoring in that mugginess. So temperatures all over the place, mostly in the 80s, and then these are the feels like temperatures, most of us in the 90s. And today we are expecting highs near about 89 or 90. Our planner for today, you can see, does include that 40% chance for some of that scattered rain. And if we do hit 90 or 91, we may quickly go down if we do see a bit of that shower storm action right over your area. The temperature may drop off and we'll be looking much cooler after that. For tonight, it looks like a quiet night. Most rain will be finished. Temperatures north and south in the 70s, pointing out that there is still officially a severe watch north of Lake Pontchartrain in this general area until 1 p.m. But we're almost there and clearly don't have a lot of rain any longer at this point. Here is the satellite imagery moving out to the east. And these severe risks are a little bit left over from earlier today, 1 to 2 south to north of Lake Pontchartrain for severe storms. But thankfully, again, we didn't have really strong severe type elements with these scattered storms as they did roll in this morning, although it was a pretty impressive line just out to the west around sunrise. Severe risk for tomorrow will be at the level 1. Severe risk Thursday will be at the level 1 out of the 5 risk categories. So that translates into most of us will not get severe weather. There might be a rogue storm or two that's able to strengthen and bring some high wind gusts, maybe some hail. And with anything like this, you can't really completely rule out a tornado warning or two, but I don't think we're going to see a lot of that at all. I think most of us will be able to manage and actually benefit from the rain. A lot of people have been asking, my garden, my yard, we need some rain. Are we going to get some? And I do hope that we do get enough rain to help you out with that, but not so much that it causes street flooding. This is 4 p.m. today. You can see a couple of showers and storms forming back up with the heat of the day. 7 p.m. it's mostly done, and then this is tonight, 10 p.m. I'll show you ahead to tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, maybe a good bit quieter, but look at this. By the afternoon, we start to see some scattered rain forming up. And our next bigger round of rain, these have been forming in Texas and racing our way and often weakening a pretty good bit once they do arrive here, but still with that slight risk or lower risk for maybe a strong storm or two. Our next round of that kind of rain looks like it might be tomorrow evening, perhaps. And we have a chance for those showers and storms during the afternoon as well. So tomorrow afternoon to evening and maybe even early nighttime, I would watch for the showers and storms. And then Thursday, 3 p.m., you can see some scattered rain forming up, maybe a 50-60% chance of rain on Thursday. And then Friday, too, as a front drops in, and that's what will cool us down for the weekend. We're talking maybe another 1 to 2+ inches of rain with these next rounds of rain. And as we have been the past day or so, we will be watching once again for a lower risk for flooding rain. So not a really high chance, but we know if you get a big downpour, that can cause some brief street flooding here and there. So again, not really looking so much for that really strong or problematic kind of weather. Hopefully just some beneficial rain moving in, moving out, and then leaving us with a pretty pleasant weekend. So a coolish kind of start to Saturday and Sunday mornings, mostly sunny, a little less humid, and highs cut back into the 80s.
Yesterday, we told you about Inspire NOLA Charter School's achievement, that 100% graduation rate for the class of 2025. Well, after the break, our Leah and Leo will have more on the hard work it took and the dedication that went into making sure no one was left behind.